Hi, everybody. Sorry, we had technical difficulties. Hi, Alexa. Technical difficulties.
It's filled up a little bit. I had to reset up my whole broadcasting setup here. Hey!
We're in business.
Yay! Look at you.
All right, Timber.
Higgy,
Hi.
Timber said we better get in the happy bus and start driving south.
Hold on one second. What did you just say?
Timber said that if we don't get connected in the next 5 minutes, we better all hop into the happy van and start driving south.
Come on down. Come on down.
Dorota's dying to get out of Connecticut.
We got the whole weekend.
Come on down. I got plenty of space for everybody down here.
Yay!
Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys.
Yay!
Good to see you as well.
I know. You're like new friend, but like I feel like I've known you for 1,000 years.
That's, thank you. That makes me feel really, really good. Thank you, guys. Thanks everybody for being patient, and we're gonna let this build up for a second. Let me adjust my camera here. You guys look phenomenal.
So do you, Higgy.
Thank you very much. You guys are so sweet. Yeah, we had problems with my broadcasting app. A week or so ago, I had problems with someone trying to hack into my Google account. So I've been having troubles with my broadcasting since then. So here we are. I'd like to welcome everyone to the Survivor Series. Hi. We celebrate the lives of people in recovery that are willing to step out of the shadows to talk about their stories. We talk about the life we live today. We talk about how we got there and what we're going to do from this point going forward. And tonight we have an amazing group of people from Connecticut.
Yay.
How are you? Glorious recovery. Love y'all. Dorota, Aleksa, Timber. Welcome to the Survivor Series. Thank you, guys. Please, guys, share this out. I don't have the ability to share right now while I'm on my phone. My laptop's over here, but I don't have the ability to multitask very well because I have squirrel syndrome. So please, everybody, take time to share this out. It's good to see everybody in here. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, Jimmy. So tell us. What's Glorious Recovery about? What is that?
Sure. So I'll start a little bit. I'll tell you a little bit about, what Glorious Recovery is about and about us. How our paths have crossed, and maybe Timber can talk about his experience with the double trouble.
Double trouble.
Yeah. So again, I'm Aleksa, and I'm a person in recovery. I've been in recovery for I'm a little short over 4 years. It's a miracle that
4 years.
And smiling. Earlier today, I sent Higgy my devastating video, and that person that's here today, that person did not exist, right? So addiction is tough. It's really, all of us are extremely, those of us that, find the ways to recovery. I consider ourselves extremely strong and powerful people.
Absolutely.
Against all odds, we're sitting here. So, last year, I went to Recovery Fest in Rhode Island. Apparently, Higgy and V-Rain and Climb for Recovery, all those troublemakers were there. We did not know each other. And
I think I remember seeing you in the tents, because I was in and out of the tents catching bits and pieces of the meetings, just trying to get information from the different booths and whatnot. There were so many people there.
Yeah.
I believe I saw you. I believe I saw you.
You probably did. So yeah, I had the honor to lead the meetings at the Recovery Fest, which was, kind of, I think, a gift sent from my higher power. And I brought my crew from Connecticut, and it was such an amazing experience. It was such a magical night. And just experiencing that many people in recovery having the time of their life just absolutely blew me away. And because I was able to share my story and lead the meetings, I got to actually meet so many great people that were had a different level of recovery than me. I came from a very local fellowship kind of community, which saved my ass. They saved my life. But what I've experienced at the Recovery Fest was something completely out of this world. And when I came back home, like, I had this feeling that I just couldn't let it go. I was continuously thinking about it, how unbelievable it is to be amongst so many different recovery people, and there's so many people that are open about their recovery that like, I think I was on the way on the business trip, and I called my sister Dorota. She's not my sister, she's a sister from another mister. And I said, like, listen, girl, like, we gonna do something. Let's start a nonprofit. And it was just an idea. We had no clue what it's gonna be. And it just formed overnight. Like, by the time the next morning Dorota woke up, there was a website, there was, paperwork happening, there was a Facebook page. I was so on fire that, they're laughing, but it's true. Like, I just, like, I had to do something. And
You had struggled with letting people know that you were in recovery.
Yeah, until that point, I was anonymous. So after I came back from recovery, and the funny story is actually the girl that was there with us, she tagged me in one of the videos, and my first, reaction was like, oh, fuck, and
right?
yeah. And then I'm like, whatever. But then I was like, you know what? So who cares if people know? Like, I guess seeing so many people in recovery, and that we're like amazing people. Like, I just kind of came out, and I posted, on my Facebook page that I am in recovery. And, I was worried a little bit because, I have kids, and I have friends with some of the moms of my kids. And I was worried that there's going to be some impact on their side. But what I found actually was the opposite. I found so much support. And how you say that secrets keep you sick, and that was the biggest secret of all. So once I actually got rid of that secret, I felt liberated. So so that was amazing, and Glorious Recovery started. And and I'll let let Dorota talk about what Glorious Recovery is about. Do you guys are we still live?
I can hear you, but the picture is frozen.
Frozen. Okay.
We died.
Oh no. And then, at least Dorota looks cute.
I
I look like I looked 4 years ago.
With your eyes closed?
I know.
I'm taking a nap.
Oh man.
Down.
I don't know. This is the problem with Facebook Live videos. They do this.
I'm gonna leave broadcast.
Come back. Excuse us for the technical difficulties, y'all. This is typical Facebook Live bullshit. Hopefully we'll be able to get them back in. Such an amazing, energetic group of people that are repping their recovery, making things happen in Connecticut to better our community. Hey, you guys are back. Thank you guys. Thank you guys.
We woke up. Nice to
Timber. I can't wait to meet you guys and hang out and just we're gonna go to meetings, we're gonna hang out, we're gonna fellowship, we're gonna eat, we're just gonna get out and rock our recovery.
Fun.
That's right.
Yeah,
We didn't get clean and sober to be miserable, that's for sure.
exactly, Higgy. That's the motto that we have going on here. You know?
Right?
So you can, sister, you can talk about a little bit, maybe how we have kind of how our paths are crossed and like really, how glorious recovery actually formed from the past experiences.
Okay. So I'm Dorota, and I'm also in long-term recovery. I celebrated 3 years last November.
Yes.
Yay!
That's,
And as Higgy said, it's one thing to be in a 12-step program, but it's also another thing to be open about it and just be able to have fun and laugh at yourselves. I was in such a dark and miserable place at the end of my addiction that there was no laughing. There was no even laughing at myself. It wasn't funny. It wasn't a joke. It was all serious, dark, miserable place, right? So to be able to get a second chance at life and the gift of sobriety and all the gifts that I've been blessed with, from the higher power, the universe, God, you call it whatever you want, and glorious recovery, helping people.
That's right.
It's amazing. It's amazing to be in this world and on this planet, knowing that there's an organization, our organization, that is making an impact on people's lives, and it's got a positive influence on the community. And as Aleksa said, the feeling of when she became open about her recovery was liberating. I could attest to the same thing, that it was the most freeing moment of my whole life. And it was crazy, Higgy, because Aleksa did her post, I think it was like 11:30 at night, and she's posting me and she's like, I am open about my recovery.
Oh, here we go again. There you are.
And I can't sleep, Higgy, right? And I'm thinking about it, and I can't fall asleep. And I'm like, you know what? I am gonna go open as well. I am such a good person, and we're incredible people.
That's right.
We just gotta share this enthusiasm and energy to the whole wide world.
Congratulations. Welcome to freedom. Welcome to freedom.
So much to offer. So Aleksa was on fire. I was on fire. I went to work the next day, and honestly, it was the best feeling, that I ever felt in my life. Like Aleksa said, it was just so freeing and liberating, and it gave me a chance to be able to open up the network of the people that are searching and still requiring help, to be able to help them on a deeper and broader level than we were before. So about glorious recovery. So Aleksa and we didn't know each other when we were when we got into the 12-step program, right? AA. And we got introduced by a mutual friend of ours, and quickly, we became best friends. So here are the common things, right? We got the common denominator of being addicted to alcohol, right? Or substances. We have a common denominator of being Polish. Both of us are Polish and proud. Yeah. Okay. And Aleksa is on fire.
You guys grew up in the same area of Poland and didn't know it.
50 miles away, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And you guys end up in Connecticut together.
Yeah. Yes. And we
What?
never drank together, believe it or not, Higgy. I know. I tell you, man, if that ever happens, I mean,
the state of Connecticut would have been different. Let's put it this way.
The whole landscape would have been changed.
I think there would be some, thunderstorms and shaking, real shit. Like, talk about an earthquake. Yeah.
More booking pictures to add to your profile.
And then so we met and we became best friends, and we also work at the same place, and we are best friends, and we formed this amazing relationship, where like we can't live without one another, like
That's so amazing.
we rely on each other with everything. We run everything by each other. Like I can't envision my life without my sister being in it now. And now, that feeling like, how did I survive and how did I live so long without you being in my life before? You know what I
That's
mean?
amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah. Let me tell you a little story though. So like I'm walking through work in cafeteria and I'm seeing this chick that I met, at one of the meetings. And I'm like, oh my God, I was so awkward and like I didn't know how to interact with people. Hi, Ollie.
Hi, Ollie. Hi.
And she's like, oh,
That's
my
the
God,
dancer. He's a dancer.
huh?
He's in the video with Dorota dancing with the dog.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, you bet.
You're famous. You're famous, buddy.
Famous.
Facebook famous.
Yeah. So anyhow, so I'm in cafeteria and I see Dorota and she has such like big personality. And I'm like so awkward and I'm like, oh my God, I have to talk to this person now. How am I going to I work with this person? How am I to get out of that one? So like I think for the first month, like I remember walking, if I saw her, I literally would turn around and like
run
walk the other way because and she just would not give up. She so badly wanted to be friends that I finally, I'm like, okay, I'll be your friend, and I had to it was so funny. And then we became inseparable. So that's the story.
Yeah. And
That's
I didn't know
beautiful.
any of that.
No, I don't think I told you.
No.
Isn't it amazing how we transform from that broken, insecure, shy, scared person and gradually go through the process to where we can walk with confidence. We can get our smiles back. We can start laughing. We start connecting to other people in this world and realize that there's a big wide world out there of people that are just living.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And I think it's I had such issues with trust, and it's I had with, and not just Dorota, just with anybody. And at some point, she did something for me, and it was so incredible. And I was like, I think that this friend of mine, she really cares about me as a human being, and I started to break down those walls and open up and stuff. It took a while for me, She's awesome. She's my bestie.
Yeah. In our addiction, we were isolated. The opposite of addiction is connection.
Yes. And
isn't it amazing?
And it's Higgy, it's everything that you just said, right? About being able to trust people more, being able to get out of your comfort zone, being, having a higher self-confidence and self-esteem, right? That wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for the growth and the personal development that has happened since we got into recovery, right? Recovery definitely is the foundation and, the founding blocks of how to live a happy, successful, fulfilled life with a purpose, right? And you are finding yourself and you're really learning about yourself every day. And the more that you're conscious and aware about, who you are, the better able you are to identify the things that you have to work on, the things that need improvement in your life, and the things that you're really good at, and you could share that with the world, right?
Absolutely. We all have gifts and abilities that are underlying that are covered up with all those layers of guilt, shame, remorse, and we
Yeah.
don't even know these gifts and abilities reside within us until we start stripping those layers away, and then bam, you're a brand new person.
Yes. Yes.
I think too that it's like for me, Dorota mentioned that to me multiple times that like I went through some kind of transformation in past 6 months. And when I really think about it, I think that really letting go that I'm a bad person because of my addiction really helped me, because there was still, I think, even though, I have been in recovery for over, 3 years at that point, I've adopted it. I certainly built a huge amount of friends and relationships and, really built a happy, successful life. But there was still, I think, part of me that was still hiding and still mad at the disease, like still feeling like a victim because the disease took a good chunk of my life, and I've hurt people through it,
Sure.
hurt my children. And so once I actually kind of came out open and, am showing to the world that we in recovery, we people that have the disease of addiction are actually awesome people.
That's
We
right.
were once sick and now we are better,
Yeah.
and there should really be no shame. But, everybody has their journey and, would I be able to do that 2 years ago, 3 years ago? Absolutely not. But that certainly was, I feel right now like I'm free, I'm not ashamed any longer. Like I'm not keeping that secret.
Good for
Yeah.
you. Good for
Yeah.
you.
And so with Glorious Recovery, right? So we were organizing events. We live a town over from each other. So Alexa was organizing, just to make the story shorter. Alexa was organizing events in her town, and I was doing the same thing in my town with the people that we connected with in meetings, right? And what we realized, Higgy, is that not only are people want to attend these events, everybody is laughing, everybody is having a good time. We are able to connect on a deeper higher level, and it's that not as much the physical connection as the emotional and spiritual connection, right, that you get with another human being, and then you learn from that person and you share your stories and your struggles. So what we would find is that it was awesome to like have bonfires, to go to the beach and have like beach outings, to go and we did a sober camping, playing funny games with everybody and just bonding, right? Over 3 days. And we would go out to dinners after meetings, and it was just, we had a nice fellowship going on, right? And so when Alexa says that she is on fire, she is lit up on, I forget what it's called, but I think it's nitro. So like, she is just, ever since
Keep
we
this fire for space.
created Glorious Recovery, Alexa has had gone through a transformation in her recovery, but also in her personal life and everything that she's doing. And this woman is not afraid to reach for the stars and get them, but also she is just unstoppable in everything that she does for Glorious Recovery.
That's a beautiful.
So it's, Higgy, and we all have days in our recovery. It's not all like, bed of roses and peachy and sweet and awesome, amazing. We all dip into that loneliness, we all dip into that self-pity or the feeling of not good enough. And, it's like, it's like ups and downs, but I'd like to believe that if I started over here and am I going up? Then, those ups are not, the dips are not getting as deep as they were, back here when I just started, right? And I think that it's for all of us. But so Alexa is the magical, fierce, charismatic, amazing, awesome leader of Glorious Recovery. And she needs that she needs to be told this because what she's doing for Glorious Recovery is changing people's lives and impacting people. I mean, I just impacting people on such a high level that it's like we want to tear up sometimes. Like, you know, the people
You're
that
gonna
wouldn't
make me cry right now.
don't cry.
That's
You could
awesome.
cry. You know, Higgy, it's just creating the events, right, in itself, but it's really with the Summerfest, and I think that this is a true testimony of once you're in recovery and we're amazing. All of us are really beautiful, wonderful people. We have good
Yes.
hearts, we have good souls, you know. We were just lost. And I think that the Summerfest is a testimony of how hard Aleksa has worked, as much as Ryan from Fairfield cares because they're partnering up with us, as much as all the Glorious Recovery ambassadors to make as much as you guys are making all the videos.
Yeah,
like it's
yeah.
incredible.
Did you guys like that? Did you?
Everybody
Oh my gosh, that was like absolutely awesome.
to bring all the people together. To, you know, we've got people that are coming from over the United States.
That's
I
right.
said, where are we
That's
gonna
right.
go next? Europe? You know,
Let's go.
How sweet is that, right?
and with Aleksa, nothing is impossible. So I'm thinking, Higgy, start packing your bags because we might be going to Africa soon.
Okay, let's go.
You know?
I know. Let's climb Kilimanjaro. Climb
Yeah.
for recovery, you guys. If you guys are on the call.
Let's go. Let's go. I'm down.
Say is, you know, like with all, like it's the mission of Glorious Recovery is to help those that are still out there, that are still struggling with whatever it is, whether it's their, you know, in addiction, with their own personal issues, with we all have different things, right? Let's just come together. Let's be united. Let's,
That's right.
you know, collaborate with other nonprofit organizations and make those events that are accessible for people. And the mission is to create events that are fun, that are filled with love and compassion, that are affordable to people. Because that's another thing that, you know, we recognize, right? That there's so many people that are financially so
struggling. Yes.
Right.
None of us come into recovery on a winning streak. That's for sure.
That's correct. That
Right.
is absolutely correct.
You know,
And,
so having these events is a powerful way of bringing people together for a common good. And the show of unity, we can be united in our efforts and bring people in, like you said, from all over the world, all over the country, to Connecticut to party with you guys, clean and sober, and listen to some amazing music from some very powerful musicians with a powerful, positive, and inspirational message.
yes.
Yeah. What's beautiful too, it's I'm finding also the process, you know, just doing Glorious Recovery, how like we really are all in this together. And I can't
That's right,
thank
Carl.
you know, everybody that has jumped in and helped out. Like Dorota was saying, Higgy, you throwing that freaking video was so hysterical that I watched it over and over and over and laughed. You know, B-Rain, the same thing, Casey and Jordan and
Such
all the, you know, just, you know,
amazing
people
men.
that I've never
Amazing.
met are jumping in, and like, because it's a good cause, and it's just, you know, it's really, really incredible. So, you know, me and Glorious Recovery without you guys would not exist. I mean, as much as, you know, Dorota gives me so much credit, I mean, she's, you know, she's my sunshine. You know, when it rains, she comes in and there's sun. So she's, you know, she's my spokesperson. She's my, you know, bubbly personality.
That's
and,
right. That's what's up. You're ride or die.
Let's go, baby.
It's no longer ride or die. It's ride and live. Let's roll, motherfuckers. Sorry,
so,
I try not to curse on here, but I get excited.
It happens. I know. I try not to either. I am a cursor, but I try when I go on these broadcasts. I really do not try to.
Do you see what that is right there?
Yeah, that's that's Lyft.
It's the Recovery Fest VIP
Yeah,
tent.
the bed from Recovery Fest.
Yes.
That's what I thought.
Thank you,
Correct.
Maureen Cavanaugh, for doing that. And real quick, I want to give a shout out to Joshua Sears.
Yeah.
We all met in the pit area. Maureen provided us the VIP tickets so that we could be down there because we were there to support B-Rain.
Yeah.
And then the Climb for Recovery guys came in, and there was a bonding session that took place when people from all parts of the country came together that had only known each other through social media. We got together, we formed that bond, and we're still connected to this day because of an event just like what you guys are going to do. Now, if you're anywhere close to Fairfield, Connecticut, Fairfield, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
May 27th, you guys need to come in and enjoy this event because we're going to be making memories. We're going to be having fun. We're going to be taking pictures, doing lives. We're going to be, fellowshipping. We're going to be hanging out. We're going to be enjoying music. We're going to be loving on each other. And these are the memories that we want to carry and hold dear to our heart moving forward because music brings people together. All these good people. Now, when you were there at Recovery Fest, describe how the atmosphere made you feel. All those people in recovery, loving on each other, screaming, hollering, enjoying the show and the speakers. What did that make you feel like being anonymous?
Exactly. It was just, I was blown away, right? And again, like seeing such unity as I have seen with people that I have never met, came up to us and talked to us. It was like, it was nothing that I have experienced. I've not experienced anything like that before, right? So that's why, that event made me go from being a victim of this disease.
Woo! Say that again.
I'm dead serious, right? Like I almost died from this disease. Exactly. And I can't wait to get part of your swag, and wear and wear proudly. But
This is Cloud Gang swag. I rock Cloud Gang too.
yeah. And that's so like for those of you that are listening to this broadcast and not necessarily if you can't come to our event, that's absolutely the distance or whatever, but like if there's something going on in your area or if you want to take a couple hour drive,
let's create something. Let's work together and create something.
Get out of the comfort zone. When I was going to Recovery Fest, I didn't know what I was going to.
Brian Woodland, you want to put an event together? I know people on the West Coast too. We'll fly out there and we'll help you put it together. Why not?
Exactly. And you need to go and experience and get out of the comfort zone. I didn't feel comfortable going there and I came out a different person, so you got to take those chances and really, really experience it. So
that is like the transformation of a phoenix, right? From the ashes, these beautiful creatures
rising up out of the fire.
So I was such a phoenix. Listen to this, Higgy. I was such a phoenix when I came out of Recovery Fest. That was so high on just happy life.
Yeah.
That I drove from Rhode Island all the way to Connecticut without my lights on at 2 a.m. in the morning on I-95. And cops pulled me over.
First thing out of the mouth is I came.
And I was like, I'm already, putting story. I'm like, oh my God, because it's Saturday night. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to just tell him that I went to this awesome sober fest, just to, and the cop like pulled, and I was going 80, probably 85, and he stopped me and just like turn your lights on, so this is what Recovery Fest did for me, that I didn't even turn on my lights in my car, drove for an hour and a half.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I didn't even ask if we've been
I know, I was deep in recovery. Yeah. No, you definitely have not been drinking.
So Timber, tell us a little bit about you.
Well, I came into recovery a little over 11 years ago.
Congratulations. 11 years is huge, man.
You know, I've been around, you know, I drank for a long, 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 long time. I did a lot of bad things for a long time, you know, and it was
Travis Gilbert's in the comments.
my, my life was pretty I don't know, boring, I guess. You know, it was like it was eat, drink, and sleep, or you know, eat, drink, sleep every day. You know, maybe throw in a little work there so I could eat, drink, and sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's all it ever involved. You know, for 35 years or so. And you know, I missed out on a lot of life because of that. You know, I didn't start a family. I didn't do any of that stuff. I was too busy drinking and acting a fool, and you know, just
I can relate.
You know,
I can relate.
And you know, it was great. You know, I came into recovery in 2008, and I was going to meetings in my hometown, which is a couple more towns over from these two, and and you know, for 7 years I was going there, and you know, I was a meeting maker. You know, and I was, you know, staying sober, but you know, there was a big chunk of something was missing. You know, it was we weren't doing a lot of the things outside of the rooms. You know, with the group of people I was meeting and stuff. And one day I ran into this super energetic thing come bouncing across the parking lot.
That's
And
amazing.
she had a bunch of flyers in her hand about some anniversary party and stuff. And I was like, well, I'll go check that out, meet some new people, you know?
And Timber has never been the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a lucky man. He's a lucky man to be in the same
You know,
geographical area as you guys.
I keep telling guys, you know, God, I was only looking for one, you know?
And you got 10.
Yeah.
2 for 1. Gotta love it.
But you know, I met Dorota, you know, 3.5 years ago or something like that, and I went to that anniversary party and you know met some new people and you know decided to start going to meetings there in Fairfield, and you know,
And you never left.
I know.
and you know, I
Until you
haven't
went to
left,
Trumbo.
you know, yeah. But then,
Climb
you know,
for Recovery is in the comments, guys. Say hi
She started
to
going-
Travis and the guys.
Hey guys.
Hi.
It's good to see you, Trav.
Dorota
See you,
started going to
Jason.
Trumbo meetings, and she said, "Timber, you got to come with me to this other meeting in Trumbo." And so I did, and now we're over there, you know,
And then I come into the picture.
right. And you know, but the funny thing is you know, life got really good. I mean, it's all the years that
Thank
I
you,
drank
Sarah.
from you know, except for when I was in the Army, I never did any traveling. I never, you know.
Thank you for your service. I'm a veteran too.
Yeah, good. Yeah, thanks for your service too. But you know, I never did anything like go on a vacation somewhere and just have fun. You know, it's like if I went anywhere, it was because there was booze there. You know, and or there was a big party going on, and I wanted to get shit faced. You know, that's what I wanted to do. But now we, you know, we go to places like the Outer Banks and enjoy the, you know, surroundings, and go to Vegas and watch everybody else do what we used to do and
That's right.
be okay with it. You
We
know?
almost killed Timber in Vegas.
Yeah, you know, it's only 117 degrees and they want to walk like 15 miles, you know?
Mm-hmm. It's a dry heat. It's a dry heat.
It was so hot, I felt like I was walking around in a hairdryer 5 days. You know,
It's like being in an oven.
yeah, it was a convection oven. It was, but we had
He says it's horrible there. It's horrible.
yeah. But
It was
yeah.
awesome.
and yeah, it's just the unity that I found now and stuff, and the, you know, the fellowship, and you know, we're having fun doing it. You know, we support each other through our ups and downs. You know, there's always something on the horizon that we're working on now. Maybe 2 things or 3 things sometimes, juggling the balls a little bit, but you know, it's all good. You know, because
Sure.
we, you know, we help each other through it. And I was going to bring that night up. I was coming back from Recovery Fest, you know. And it's like, you know, because we were talking earlier about, you know, how we were anonymous before, and now we're being more open about our recovery and stuff. And I was going to say, you know, it took this girl about an hour to come out of anonymity, you know. You know, she told the first cop she saw that, I'm sober.
It probably saved you a ticket too.
It was funny when you reached in and just said, you know, slow it down a little and turn your lights on. You know? And I didn't even recognize them. I didn't know the lights were out either. You know?
And if they would have like actually given me a ticket, I would have lost my license for 30 days. So because of my prior record.
Yeah.
So I was quite stressed out when he pulled me over, but you know, something was watching over me.
That's right. That's right.
The Recovery Fest was an amazing day. You know, and you know, the big thing I took away from that day was the message of you know, fighting the stigma and getting the stigma of this addiction removed from, you know, the people that are involved in it, you know, and you know, all the testaments that they showed and stuff like that, and the people who, you know, shared their stories about their life and their families and stuff, and the numbers of people that, you know, and everybody had a smile on their face, you know, there was nobody wanting to kick nobody's asses or anything, and like it was like everybody was just, you know, a peaceful day, you know, I mean, no fights or anything. And yeah, it was just a joy to be a part of it. But you know, and you know,
Milo.
that's Milo, and you know, that message of, you know, having the removing the stigma from you know, the way we're seen and stuff like that when we say that we're, you know, in recovery or recovering alcoholics and stuff is you know, the message I remember is somebody that was up on stage said that, you know, the only way that we can get that done is if we all join together and you know, put a good face on who we are and stuff, and so society can see, like, you know, it's not a moral problem. It's a disease problem.
It is.
And,
It is. You know, like I said, you know, underneath, you know, all the usage of alcohol and drugs and those layers of guilt and shame, here we are. Here we are. Here we are.
You know, I did so many things in the past 11 years. You know, I mean, I went back to school. I went back to college at, you know, what, 55, 56 years old. Yeah, I was older than most of my professors, so they didn't fuck with me much, you know.
When we went to the Outer Banks, Timber brought more luggage than me and Dorota combined, and we were like, Timber, what the F?
Well,
why do you have so many bags? And it's like, it's books. It's my school books.
I had to bring my book, my school book, my homework. I had to bring my tackle box and my fishing pole. You know, I mean,
you're a lucky man, Timber, to be hanging out and traveling with these beautiful, intelligent ladies.
And this is only half of it. Wait till you see the rest of it. It's like, oh my God. It's like I died and went to Venus or something.
You're a lucky man. You know.
Yeah. I have been blessed, you know. And,
you know, we are lucky to have Timber. Like, Timber became our best friend, and I have to honestly say that I don't know what I would do without him. He has helped me tremendously as my best friend with a lot of things at my house. You're gonna come. I invited Higgy, and I'm inviting everybody to my house. I don't know what we're gonna do on the weekend yet, but I'm sure it's gonna be awesome, amazing plans for Memorial Day. So I can't thank him enough from the bottom of my heart for his selfless, genuine help. And you know, he never asks for anything in return. So I know that he is extremely you know, he's our best friend. And in addition to that, Timber is a chef. So everywhere we travel, Higgy, we
love it.
pitch in, like if we do a sober camping or like one of our trips, we all pitch in, and Timber buys all the food and he cooks for everybody.
That's amazing.
And Oliver, my son, could attest that nobody in the world beats Timber's French toast. Nobody. Timber's French toast is the best. So it's awesome because you know why? You know how we all have that internal feeling of um, like needing to be needed and wanted and loved.
Yes.
We all, like we said in the beginning, there's we all have unique ability and skills and talents that that we could share with other people, and and it's a beautiful united, you know, like community, um
And it's fun.
and it's
Yeah.
fun.
Everybody brings something different to the table
Yes,
to make the collaborative effort so much more than just
yes.
any one person can
Right.
provide.
So when Timber cooks, like you could see in his eyes that even though, you know, he was cooking it when we went camping, it was like 100 degrees out and the sweat is pouring down his face. But he does it with so much love, Higgy, that you know that he's doing it because he wants to for everybody that's there. It's not that he has to. It's not, you know, he does it out of
My
pure
kitchen.
love.
You
You know,
know, we get to do things today. We don't have to do anything. We get to do
Yeah.
things. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
and that's what's like beautiful
You
thing
know,
about people in recovery is that there's so many wonderful, amazing people that are so good in their skills and their abilities, and just to bring it out and share it with everybody else, it's awesome because you learn from one another.
That's right.
an
That's
army
right.
has never won a war on an empty stomach.
Never.
No, it's not going to happen. You got to have
I,
food.
I'm, I know I speak for myself. I'm going to truly enjoy the time that we share together. I like to cook as well. I'm not a chef, but I know that
Me neither, Higgy. We'll get
there's
along just fine.
there is some amazing fellowship that happens when people share a meal together. So something happens.
No,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
They're like family.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yes.
So you guys want to give the layout of the show and what you guys are doing?
Sure, sure. So it's gonna be I mean, again, it's a dream come true for me, you know. I mean, I do have, you know, now I am employable, so I do have a corporate
Love you,
job,
Scott.
you know, which I love, what I do, but music has always been my passion, you know. I run around, you know, Connecticut or wherever I
Get ready
can.
to dance.
Yeah, wherever I go, you know, it's like I run around to different shows and concerts like a mad woman. So it's just such an amazing opportunity for me to actually do something like that and for us to organize it. Music is huge passion, and you know, we're gonna have a, you know, just to start it off, you know, the night we're gonna have a DJ, DJ D-Rock, and we're gonna throw in some testimonials, some
Yeah,
videos.
baby.
Yeah.
DJ D-Rock.
So just to, you know, just to get the crowd, you know, energized, and, you know, we will have, you know, you gonna bring some swag, you gonna, you know, Casey and Jordan are gonna have some apparel of theirs, merchandise, and, you know, I'm sure the B-Rain and the Cloud Gang are gonna show up with theirs so people can kind of mingle, chit chat, you know, and start a night off. Then we're gonna have Casey Makes Music and Jordan Mayer, which are incredible, incredible musicians. When I heard them, you know, they even have this little, you know, sound of Timberland in there, and you can hear it. That's
Yeah.
the top, that's the quality of the music that these guys
Yes.
are making, right? As
Very
soon as I
gifted,
heard
very
it,
talented.
I'm like, they need to be part of the show. So I practically stalked them until they said yes.
Who
You know,
haven't you?
I know, right? Yeah, I reach for the
Good for
stars.
you. Good persistence pays off.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're so excited. My dad used to be a pianist. He's passed. So I'm a huge, you know, my daughter plays piano. I love piano. And Jordan is just, you know, when I hear him play piano, it just, you know, it melts me.
Right.
And
Your
Casey
daughter
has,
plays too, right?
yeah, she does. She has it after my dad. And Casey's just a phenomenal human being. You know, his music is so on
Hi,
point.
Kat.
Oh, it's just like it's phenomenal. So then, then we're gonna have a little bit more testimonial. We're gonna have Climb for Recovery come in, talk about their organization and the awesome stuff that they're doing. I can't wait for them to carry me up the mountain because I'm no way climbing 7,000 feet or whatever you climb for.
Hey,
God knows I'm
if I can make it, you can make it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
We go up together, we come down together. Believe that.
I hope that they are gonna organize something and let's figure it out. Let's go on a hiking trip while you're here, Higgy. Let's
Okay.
go with Travis and the Climb for Recovery guys.
Okay.
I'm in. I'm signing up. I'm in.
It's a perfect area for it, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah, there's a lot of hiking trails around.
yeah, I totally think that we should do it. So yeah, very excited. Again, have not met these guys, just, seen some hysterical videos. The promo video, Higgy, that you did with them was just so, for those of you that haven't seen it, please watch it. I mean, I was dying laughing. I was so awesome.
We mastered the art of overkill. Scott Penniman, I love you.
Oh my
Climb for Recovery,
God.
buddy.
And it was all of it. I love when I forget which one of them was like, I am dancing by myself. I'm dancing by
Dancing
myself.
with myself. Oh. That was TJ with the kitty. He was going
With the cat, oh my
meow.
God. So yeah, I can't wait to meet you guys, meet all of you. And then, we have Ram One who's gonna, rock it out for us. Love his music, as well. And, and then, our live Panda is gonna be there. I'm assuming.
A live Panda, my man Aaron Wiest. He's a new father too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I did not know. Congratulations.
Yeah.
So yeah, he seems a little bit more in the, in the
Hi,
background.
Bonita.
But I've also had, an opportunity to listen to some of the mix that he does for B-Rain, and so good.
Real good.
Kind of track with EDM in it. Oh, I can't wait to hear it. I mean, it's going to be phenomenal. I mean, B-Rain's music, with with EDM sound to it. So then, you and Dorota is messing with the phone.
Perfect. Well done.
And then, you're gonna come up, and Josh Sears has an incredible story. Again, another person that got so incredibly impacted by the recovery fest. As soon as I spoke to you on the phone, I was like, you're in, you're part of this. I don't care what it takes. You're coming. You're our best friend. Like, again, if you don't agree to it right away, I would stalk you and we would become friends. So,
Well, I'm honored. Thank you. I'm honored.
yeah.
Ask the guy in the Yankee ticket office.
I know. Yankees don't like me that much.
I need more tickets.
We got a good price for that one. So yeah. So then obviously B-Rain is gonna come and jam out, and we've talked about this before, Piggy. There is something so special about Ryan and what he has done with the Cloud Gang, that not only you feel that you're part of their family, but you feel comfortable. There's that level of comfort that he can just that's part of his personality. His music is so positive, and every single lyric,
It provides that feel good vibe we're all looking for.
yeah. And it's mastered. You can see that every single thing that he does, it has been reviewed, 100 times before it gets released. So excited, to meet up with you guys. So that's Summerfest. Besides that, we have so much other stuff, planned out. We have the pig roast, we have the Yankee game, we have the Spartan race. I'm sure you guys are going to be carrying me up some kind of a mountain and some kind of
Sure.
here as well. So you definitely do the same thing. But yeah, we can't wait for, for the weekend. I know a lot of you are coming up early on Saturday and Sunday. We're going to plan it out. We're going to have fun.
Yes.
Just be goofy and show the world that we rock, man.
Yes, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe we should set it up to where we could kind of let other people know
You can
that
go ahead.
what we're going to be doing that weekend and stuff.
Oh, the Higgy's he's taking care of. He said he's gonna be doing lives like the entire weekend. So
Yeah.
we will be famous by the time that this
Well,
weekend is
infamous.
over.
Infamous. I'm
Yeah.
really looking forward to this. I really am. It's going to be a great. I'm coming in Saturday. I believe the B-Rain and them guys are coming in Saturday as well. So
Yeah.
we have all day Sunday and to do whatever. Saturday night,
A couple people
Sunday.
from New Jersey that are coming too. They're gonna stay at the Hi Ho as well. So I'm sure that they're gonna join us.
Hi ho, hi ho,
Hi
hi
Ho.
ho.
I know.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be it's super cool, super good stuff, Again, the message, for everybody else is that, we might be doing it may sound like we're doing all this great stuff, but you know what? It's not, anybody can do what we do. Just get out of
Absolutely.
the comfort zone and try it out. And if it doesn't work, try it again and again. And
It's just
don't
like
miss
the
it.
recovery process, right?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely. It's like,
First you don't succeed, you try and try again.
yeah. And like I really have broken down that insecure, like I was such an insecure person, and I've conquered that to a certain level that, like, you know what, if that, it's not like I'm gonna fail. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna try again, maybe a little bit differently. So so far has worked. So it's all good. So glad
Beautiful.
my, bestie is gonna be with me, and Timber, and and all you guys. So
Oh, that's so sweet. Glorious recovery right there.
yeah.
Glorious it is. Is there anything you guys would like to add in closing?
Share our page, like our page, tell the world about us. Again, we're
Absolutely.
new. We're about 6 months old. So, people are like, Glorious who? What are these guys about? Some people were still skeptical. I think that the Summer Fest is going to really change that perception, that we're not just a hobby, we're a real thing, and we're going to do great things after the Summerfest. I want to do even something bigger. And now, especially that, I met you and so many other great people, I think that we can totally pull it off. So, yeah, really, really cool stuff.
And definitely, like Alexa said, look us up on Facebook, on Instagram, on our page, and share it. But most importantly, reach out and come to our events. Like, we want to meet new people. We want to expand, the circle and the horizon. Like, we want to meet you. We want to be able to hang out with everybody. And and it's fun, and it's cool. And Alexa came up with this awesome saying, recovery is the new cool. And we want to change. We want to have such an impact on the world, and on killing the stigma, and just giving a positive message out to all the communities, all the recovering communities in the world, is that you guys are not alone. We're all here in this together, right?
Absolutely.
We've all been, in the shitty place, and we do go back to it. Like, we do. It's not like, you recover and it's glory and it's fabulous and it's amazing. We all live life on life's terms. Together is better. And I just wanted to end it with this. We might not have it all together, but together we have it all.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done, you guys. Very, very positive message. I can't wait to come to Connecticut. I've only driven through Connecticut on my way to Pawtucket, Rhode Island. So it'll be nice to to check out the scenery. I have friends that are from that area that says it's absolutely beautiful there.
Yeah, it's going to be good times. Yeah.
And we're coming in to hang out with some beautiful, beautiful, glorious recovery people.
Yeah, come
Thank
to
you.
our events. You know, we've traveled further in distance to get our substances. So you know what? Sometimes you can just jump in the car and spend a couple hours and come on over.
That's right.
They don't work.
If you're
They always give you an extra hand.
if you're in the tri-state area, I would say it's going to be worth the drive. Come
Yeah.
make some memories, take some pictures. These are heirlooms for the future. These memories that we want to hold close to our heart. Thank
For
you,
sure.
Glorious Recovery. Such a pleasure
Thank you, Higgy.
to see you guys.
Thank you for giving us the opportunity to be here and to serve others. Thank you.
Love
Thank
you.
you. Thank you. We're humbled and extremely grateful by this experience.
Definitely. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Likewise. Thank
Can't
you,
wait
guys.
to see you, bud.
Sending you 1,000 hugs.
Thank you.
Yeah, like
I'll
they always
take it.
say, send 1,000 hugs, so come get one.
I'm coming. Much love, you guys. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Please share this video. We'll be seeing you in Fairfield, Connecticut,
You
May
betcha.
27th, the Glorious Recovery Summerfest 2019 with B-Rain,
Be there.
Rim One, Climb for Recovery, KC Makes Music, and much more. Come get you some, y'all. Good night, everybody.